just tied it off. Okay, just made a knot there. Now that's just the first width of his knot. And what he's done is...
So can we do it with the sinew?
Yeah, we can do it with sinew. I'm doing it with this big rope here, Ned, there, so that you can see it more clearly.
Okay.
And then he's gone underneath. He's gone underneath, and he's putting his spool right in here. Putting his spool right in here. You notice on the end of this loop, the end of this loop here, he holds it like this, and then he basically puts his knot right in through this way. Okay, he puts it, and what you've got here is a locking knot. They call this a locking knot because it won't slip. That's your locking knot here. Now if you had it past this little loop here that I'm talking about here, that spacer, if you had it past that and you went over here, well, this will slip all over the place. But if you had it right on top of this loop here,
on top of the wood.
Yeah, on top of the, stopping the loop, that's your locking knot there. That's your knot. Okay, and then you go on and out there, you carry on to the next one. Again, pull this down, and you're always going from the underneath, coming up this way, and then you're bringing it back down again. You're bringing it back down, at the same time you're holding this spacer here. You're holding this spacer, and then you're doing the same thing again. You're making a little loop. Okay? And that won't slip. And then you continue doing that to the next one. Okay, underneath, bring it underneath again. Bring it right to there, spacer, and then you bring your loop. You can do this as many times as you figure. Say for instance you see what I did there, I let go of the loop?
Yeah.
So that's going to be a different size.
Oh,
You just got to take it off. It's slipped, then you got to take it off. Put it back in again. Yeah. Put it back in. Get it to the right size you want there. And then you do the same thing again. Your loop. There's your locking knot. And that keeps it in place. You do the same thing. Okay, come around, up, over. Hold it there. Mess around. Now I'll do one as an example of going over the loop, so that you can see what I'm talking about if it's slipping. What makes this not slip is actually when you're putting this loop through here. You're putting this loop through here. What makes it not slip in that is okay. I'll show you. Here's an example right here. Okay, I went around the loop and I brought it in place, and that's what makes it not slip right there. See that little piece that's going across here? That doesn't make it slip. See? But if you put this knot past this the loop, and then you try to tie it. Okay, we're going to do this one here, and then we'll do the same knot across past the loop. Okay, and then you'll see what happens. Okay, this knot here, and the same knot that I did, I put it past the loop. Now you know what happens? You see what happens?
It stretches. It's cool.
It rides along.
Yeah, it slides up and down and everything. So, and that's why you put this. And that's why they call it a locking knot, because it stays right where you actually tied it. Putting it right around, and this is the locking knot, and that stays. It won't go anywhere. Okay. So that's the general idea in it as to how you start.
Separated?
But this is the first row. This is the first row. You can take it right down in it. You can put maybe 6, 8 feet long or whatever, and then you fit this in through your line here. You see your first lines. Okay, your first lines. Say for instance, I got these 3 lines. You fit it in like this, like this, like this, and then you tie this off all the way through. You tie it off. And then you start your new bundle, and then you work on what you got left out, what's hanging out here. Tie all your way on. Okay.
So usually they do about 4 or 5, eh?
Yeah,
About that wide.
yeah, 4 or 5.
Ready?
Yeah, sometimes you can go, if you want, you can go longer.
Yeah, mother always did about 5 or 4.
Yeah,
It's easier to manage, she said.
different. Yeah,
Longer.
yeah, and then you can always join on too, or whatever, join it together.